Good morning, everyone. Uh, as of recording this video, it is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to be very consistent with my uploads, so I basically made like a little schedule for myself, telling myself, oh, you should actually get this done at a certain time every single day so that you won't fall behind on the schedule that you made for yourself. But let's get straight into the topic of this video. Um, yeah, who yaps 8 o'clock in the morning? Me. So for this one, I kind of wanted to talk about how it took me many years before I finally was like, let me actually start doing something different with myself. And by doing something different with myself, I mean by my hair. The typical that I would go for is, possibly like the regular, my natural hair color, with some box braids, or possibly if I do go for a wig, I would actually just throw on, like the typical color, the typical style. Don't get me wrong, my favorite is a headband wig. You'll see me rock a headband wig no matter what. It is the easiest. It is the simplest. Um, but basically, when the other day, I was looking at a few hairstyles that, I stay on Pinterest. I love me some Pinterest. So I was looking at some hairstyles, and typically I don't actually go for anything colorful. I don't go for anything of different, of kind of like bold colors on myself. But I was like, you know what? Let me just see um, something that I don't usually go for. Now, when it came to like dyeing my hair, growing up, I've dyed my hair so many times where I was just like kind of tired of certain colors. Like certain colors, I'm like, all right, that's it. Like that's all I'm gonna do. Like my favorite was always purple. My favorite hair color was purple. There was a point in time where I literally had nothing but purple hair in my teenage years or my young 20s. I constantly wanted purple in my hair. Don't get me wrong, I rock that color. I love that color. But I was like, all right, we're done with that. We're done. Um, but as I was looking at some hairstyles on Pinterest, I seen a lot of girlies, um, women, sorry, that literally had the boldest colors. Rather it have been blue, green. I don't like green. Like I just don't fuck with green. Period. So I'll never pop out with green for real in my hair. But yeah, like it was pink, blonde, and I was like, could I pull this off? Like they was killing it. They was killing it. Okay, they was doing it. They was doing the damn thing, and I knew that in order for me to do something different or try something different for myself, I wanted to experiment a bit. So at one age, I did dye my hair, but it wasn't like super. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. I had let one of my friends dye my hair or bleach my hair, and it was 5011 colors. It was like orange. It was blonde. Blonde, yellowish. It was like a yellowish. I wouldn't even say it was blonde. It was like and don't get me wrong. In this day and age, it didn't look bad. But looking back on it though, for real, it was just like ooh, like ooh. And it was just the fact like I was really out here looking like what is you what is that it's like this TV show with it was like twin sisters and then I think his name was Johnny. I can't remember, but I was out here looking like him for real, for real. But it was just it wasn't really something that I was used to at the time. I think at that time I was experimenting, so I was just trying to do something different. And honestly, I did, and I went for it. And I don't know what it is. It's like once you get older, you kind of just stop doing that. Like you stop experimenting with your hair. You kind of just stop doing like whatever with yourself. You kind of just feel like you have to be basic. Not saying you basic and nothing. That's not what I'm saying at all. Don't start no beef with me. What I mean is like you just go back to the basics where you just stay of the natural colors, natural hairstyles, and I love that. But then eventually you're like, you know what? Life is too short. Life is too long. Let's go ahead and try something new. And I've seen plenty of women that's, older than me, way older than me, where they actually be killing it. They be killing. When I tell you they be killing it, they be killing it. Like it looks good on them. But I guess it depends on how you execute it. You know, some people don't execute it well. From like hair to the outfit, from the head to the toes. And I think that if you execute it perfectly, I wouldn't say perfectly, if you execute it properly or proper, sometimes you can't find the right words. If you execute it and I'll just say perfectly, if you have it to a T where you're like, okay, actually, I did that. Some women I've seen on Pinterest, they were older. They were older than me, and it was this woman. She had a blonde wig on, but she had highlights. There was like these beautiful highlights in her. It was like I want to say brown, but you know how you think it's a certain color. It's really not. But she styled her hair perfectly where it looked so freaking good, dude. Like, and then she put on her makeup and her outfit was so nice. She had like, it was like a, what do you call it? Was it a cocktail dress? Where it drapes up top and then at the bottom it's pretty short a little bit, but like it's fitted and your arms are out. I don't know, but it had looked so nice, and she had her heels. It was like the little strap heels, and it looked so nice on her. Okay, and even she was like, "I'm just very confident. Like, I don't let anyone else deter me from wearing what I want to wear, dressing how I want to dress." And she was like saying like most of the compliments did come from people that were younger than her, but she did say most of the people that were dragging her were other women. And I've seen that a lot because most people they expect you to dress a certain way after a certain age or look a certain way after a certain age. But I personally I'm just like just do what you want to do, man. Like, but that's a whole nother conversation. But that looked so good, okay? And there was this elderly woman that I seen on, and when they do the transition thing where it's like she was just in her casual home attire, then did the transition and she was in this beautiful red dress and she had a little leg out. I was like, okay, she had her hair down. It was really nice. I was like, okay, yeah. And I think she had like tattoos. And I was like, oh, okay, right. Like, okay, you're killing us out here. I get it. No, but she looked so nice. She looked so good. And I think that's amazing. Um, Being able to have that confidence, to be able to try different things for yourself is amazing. To be able to step out, pop out without worrying about criticism, without worrying about people talking down on you, you know. But one thing most people have learned is to block out the negative comments and the negativity, uh, you know, out in public and online, because people are going to talk. People always got something to say. So sometimes you just have to be like, all right, bro, no, nobody cares, you know. And I feel that. But when I actually wanted to experiment, you don't understand how many people literally had something to say. It was never anything good. It was just like, why you want to do that? I mean, aren't you too old to try that color? Like, just leave your hair natural color. And that's the problem, why most people don't want to actually get them try something new for themselves, because it's either a scare tactic, people scaring them to be like, no, you really shouldn't do that, it won't look right, or something like that, or the shady friends that'll be like, oh, I mean, it looked good, you know, I think it'll look good on you. And then later on, when you yourself is like, I ain't gonna do it, and then they be like, I didn't want to say nothing, but I hate friends like that. I hate people like that. But yeah, I feel like you have to actually step out. You have to pop out the way you want to, you know, be able to experiment for yourself, not no social experiment. That's not what I mean. I mean for yourself, to be able to see what you like, see what works for you. If you're feeling it, that's all that matters, you know. So yeah, I kind of went on a whole tangent. It's supposed to be about my hair, what exactly I wanted to do for myself, what I actually wanted to try. But I'll just end it like this. If it's something that you actually want to try for yourself, and there's people around you that's like, you really shouldn't do that, you know, and you do it, and they got all this to say, first of all, it's already done, okay? And if you like it, that's all that freaking matters. If you love it, oh, that's all that freaking matters, you know? And what are they gonna do? Force you to go take it out, get it, you know, remove it? All like, no, it's already done now, you know? Like, I I cut my hair every few months. Super short, super short. Because at the end of the day, it's me. Like, at that moment, if I feel like I want to do some type of shortcut and then mold it down and wrap it and all that, that's what I'm going to do. It's not about what anyone else wants. It's about what you want. That's how you go about life. You go about life doing for you, not for other people. You get me? And you are the one to, you know, you look at yourself in the mirror every day. You don't look at them in the mirror every day. You look at yourself in the mirror every day. And if you see someone different, if you see something that nobody else sees, but you see something within yourself that you actually feel like is the who you want to be. You know what I mean? If I want to step out and look like, I don't know, Regina Hall one day, that's what I'm gonna do. That was a terrible example. I don't know. Whoever, if you feel like you want to step out looking like, I don't know, Beyonce one day, that's on you. If you want to step out and look like Rihanna one day, that's on you. It's not on anybody else. It's about what you want. You feel me? Like, don't let nobody deter you from making a decision on if you want to cut your hair, if you want to pop on a wig, if you want to get some box braids, if you want to put in some twists, if you want to if you want to, you know? And then you look great. You end up looking amazing. And you're like, see, I wasted my time listening to what everybody else wanted for me instead of listening to what I wanted for me. And that's the problem. That's where the problem starts. Also, that's where the problem ends.